This is part 10 of the How to Lose Weight in 90 Days and Keep It Off series. And I want to help you to make an exercise plan to lose weight. This is going to be really helpful for those of you just starting out with moving your body more. So grab your pen and paper. Let's make an exercise plan that's going to fit into your lifestyle and also be something simple for you to accomplish. Let's go. Welcome to the Overweighted Podcast, where we get real about the struggles of being obese and needing to lose a whole lot of weight. My name's Malaika. I'm your host, weight loss mentor and coach. Join me on my personal weight loss journey to lose about 200 pounds, and as I share my very real experiences, plus some simple, successful, and sustainable weight loss tips and mindset shifts so that we can mark lose weight off of our to-do list for good. Okay, so let's talk about how to make an exercise plan to lose weight for those of you that are beginners and you're just starting out with moving your body more and really not sure how to put together some type of exercise plan. I want to make it really simple for you. Before I get into that though, I want to invite you into my 7-day challenge. It's Rock Your Workout Challenge. It's going to be fun music and movement for 7 days. It's going to be in a couple weeks, so make sure to register and join us at malaikaburley.com/7-day challenge. And it's the digit 7. And of course, the link will be in the show notes as well. But come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also there will be some giveaways, prizes and things. And also there's community there. But it's a great fun way for you to get up and start moving your body. So join us for the Rock Your Workout Challenge. Again, just go to malaikaburley.com/7-day challenge and you can register and join us there. All right. So let's talk about how to set up an exercise plan that's really just going to be simple for you and also just to help you move your body more, because like we talked about before, there's so many benefits to moving your body outside of just losing weight, right? But obviously we're here because we want to lose weight. Most of us probably have over 50, 100, 150, even 200 pounds to lose. That's why we're here listening. So I want to help you set up a exercise plan that's going to help you lose weight so that you have the fat loss that you want to have. And really with setting up any exercise plan, it's going to be personal for the individual, because what you do each week really is going to depend on what your goals are. So if your goal is building muscle, then that's going to look different from an exercise plan where maybe you're working on building up your endurance. And that's going to look different than an exercise plan for those of us that want to focus more on weight loss or fat loss. But like I said, most likely you're listening to this podcast because you want to lose weight or you want to have some fat loss. So we're going to talk about how to set up an exercise plan for that. And one of the things that I want to suggest is that when you're first starting out and making up your plan, you want to make sure that it's really simple and sustainable. One of the things that we tend to do is we try to go all in and do all the things, and that really just sets us up for failure, and we end up self-sabotaging. And instead of doing just some things, we end up doing nothing if we're not doing it all. So really work on making this plan really simple and sustainable for you. So figure out how many days a week you can realistically work out without it feeling overwhelming for you, right? And like I mentioned a couple episodes ago, that the minimum recommendation is to move at least 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. But again, we want to start simple and then build up to that point. So look at your schedule, figure out, okay, what can I realistically do without feeling overwhelmed, and figure out how many days that's going to be for you right now. We can always add more later. We don't have to try to do it all at once. So like I said, start there and then we're going to add to that. So what I want to suggest, once you know how many days you can actually work out, is that we want to hit different areas of exercise or movement to aid us in the fat loss. So what I mean is that we are going to add in some cardio, some strength, some mobility and flexibility, and then there's also going to be some active rest days. And we will talk about specifically how many days to add in each thing, depending on, what your schedule looks like and what's open for you. But if you have the space in your schedule to maybe get that movement in 5 times a week and it's not going to feel overwhelming for you, then I want to suggest that you make sure you hit all of these areas, because all of them are going to benefit you for your weight and your fat loss. Right. So your cardio, most of us are familiar with that. That's, where we're working out. It's aerobic activity. Maybe we're walking fast. We're doing some dance fitness class, just like we will be doing in the Rock Your Workout Challenge, maybe some cardio aerobics type of class. So we're getting our heart rate up. We're getting our breathing rate up. And that's also going to help us with endurance, because it is going to help make our heart and our lungs stronger, as well as our overall body. And what I would suggest, if you have the space in your schedule, like I said, without feeling overwhelmed, is that you do 2 to 3 days of cardio. Okay, 2 to 3 days of cardio. You don't have to do like intense cardio all week in order for you to have the weight loss and the fat loss that you want to have. And I'll get into that a little bit more when we talk about strength. But I would suggest getting in about 2 to 3 days of cardio in a week. Some of us are cardio junkies and we really love cardio. And so if you're a cardio junkie and you just want to have more cardio, then maybe 4 days a week. Okay. But I would suggest somewhere 2 to 3 days of cardio in a week. The next thing we want to make sure we have in our exercise or movement plan is some strength training as well. So don't worry, you're not going to get all big and bulky by doing strength training, but there are so many benefits to not just building muscles, but just making your body stronger in general by doing strength training. And one of the pluses is it actually helps to keep your metabolism up longer after you're done with the strength training than even doing cardio. So you have like more lasting benefits with keeping your metabolism up when you're doing strength training. So there's really key benefits to weight loss and fat loss by adding in strength training. So like I said, you're building muscle, you're going to get stronger, you're helping to keep your metabolism up. So I would suggest that you add like 2 to 3 days of strength training to your schedule. And so that may be like lower body one day, upper body another day, and then maybe full body on that third day. So 2 to 3 days of cardio and 2 to 3 days of strength training. The third thing you want to make sure you're adding to your workout schedule when you're making your plan is to add in some mobility and flexibility training. And these are great exercises to do maybe on those days after your strength days. And so, really getting in some stretching, some mobility and flexibility type movements in. You can do these on your active recovery days. And so maybe 1 to 2 days of mobility and flexibility training would really be beneficial when you're making out your weight loss exercise plan. And the last thing I want to make sure you have are some actual rest days, because our bodies need that time to rest and recover. And it doesn't mean that you're sitting around, just binge watching TV shows during your rest days, but you're still going to be moving. Maybe you're walking leisurely. Maybe you're doing some stretching, like I mentioned with the flexibility and mobility days. You can work on increasing your NEAT that we talked about previously, that non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And you really want to make sure you have about 1 to 2 days of rest days within your schedule. Don't overdo it. Your body needs that time to recover for you to get the maximum benefits from all the other things that you're doing. So, like I mentioned, I don't want you to get overwhelmed and put all this stuff in your schedule and try to do all the things all at once. So if you are just starting out and you've never exercised before and you're like, okay, what do I do first? So once you're looking at your schedule and seeing what days you have open that you can plug these things in, if you're just starting out with exercise and you haven't had any movement, my suggestion would be first starting off with a day of cardio. So you can start with 1 day of cardio. Once you're doing that consistently, then add on a day of strength. And so now you have 1 day of cardio and 1 day of strength. And once you're doing both of those consistently, now maybe you're adding in that mobility or flexibility day. And so now you're doing one of each of these throughout the week, and then you can build from there. So maybe adding on a second cardio day, or maybe you're adding on your second and third cardio and then adding on an additional strength day. So just start with one and then build from there. If you feel like you can go ahead and start with more than just one, then go ahead and put in one cardio, one strength, one flexibility, mobility day in your schedule. So you have those 3 days and then just add on to that. But like I said, I just want you to start. So if it's too much for you, then just start with the one cardio. That's going to help you with your weight loss journey and your fat loss. It's going to help you burn some calories. And then you're also going to get the other benefits where it's helping to increase those feel-good hormones that you have. It's helping to build endurance. It's helping your lungs and your heart get stronger. So start with that one cardio day and then just go from there. All right, so your homework is to make up a schedule for you this week that you can start with, even if it's the 1 day of cardio. I want you to put it on your schedule. I do have a freebie tracker that you can download to make up your movement schedule. You can grab that inside of Transformation Tribe, and I want you to post your homework in there as well and tell us what you're going to be doing for your new schedule that you just made up. So if you go to malaikaburley.com/network, you can join us for free in Transformation Tribe. I would love to have you in there and support you on your weight loss journey. And like I said, post your homework in there. You can download that freebie tracker. It'll be there inside the tribe for you as well. And I would love to see what your new workout schedule looks like. So get that homework done, make that workout plan for weight loss. That's going to be great for you as a beginner. And I will see you back here next week for part 11 of the How to Lose Weight in 90 Days and Keep It Off series. Have an amazing day. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you got any value out of this or something just really resonated with you, can you do me a favor and leave a review? It helps others find the show so that it could help them too. Also, I'd love to connect with you on other platforms. I'm Malaika Burley on IG and YouTube. And go grab my free webinar, The 5 Keys to Simple, Successful, and Sustainable Weight Loss at malaikaburley.com. And of course, all of those links are in the show notes. Thanks again and have a blessed day.